needed to justify slavery and colonialism. So they burned shrines, renamed people, called our ancestors demonic, and told us salvation came packaged with a Bible and a new name. Hello. Today, we're going to ask a question that might make some people uncomfortable, but let's do it anyway. So, were African traditional religions inferior to Christianity? Let's unpack it gently. African traditional religions weren't just about shrines and sacrifices. They were full-blown systems. Think religion plus governance plus healthcare plus community rules plus climate science all in one. They connected people to their ancestors, their land, their neighbors' gossip, the rainmaker in the next village. So no, they weren't primitive. They were complex, holistic, and deeply rooted in purpose. If you think they were backward, just remember, your ancestors survived thousands of years without antibiotics, and somehow they didn't die from malaria every week. Let's keep it real. The idea that these beliefs were inferior came from colonizers and missionaries, not from angels, not from Jesus, not from God himself. They needed to justify slavery and colonialism, so they burned shrines, renamed people, called our ancestors demonic, and told us salvation came packaged with a Bible and a new name. It was spiritual colonization, and it worked, because when people lose their belief system, they become easier to control. Simple psychology, and the empire knew that. We didn't just lose shrines, we lost cultural confidence, herbal medicine, rainmaking science, and justice systems that work faster than any law court in Africa today. Even worse, some people now believe their own ancestors were pagan and currently burning forever in hellfire. And that shame is passed down like family inheritance. Now, we call English names civilized and see spiritual names like Chukwuemeka as too local. But ask yourself, is your great-grandfather really in hell just because he didn't meet a missionary before he died? Is that logic meant to help you wipe out your African history and identity? So, is Christianity bad? Not necessarily. Christianity brought many people hope, literacy, and some sense of global identity. But the problem isn't the religion, it's how it was used. It was used as a tool of erasure instead of coexistence. Christianity in Africa could have lived side by side with native beliefs like Yoruba religion coexists with Catholicism in Brazil. But instead, it came with fire, brimstone, and colonial paperwork. So, can we reclaim what we lost? Yes, and people are already doing it. Quietly, loudly, spiritually. Some are revisiting old wisdom without shame. Some are blending both worlds, praying in church but still calling on their ancestors at family gatherings. Some are creating music, books, and art to bring back the voice of the ancestors. Reclaiming your roots doesn't mean rejecting Christianity. It means realizing that your ancestors weren't evil. They were just pre-colonial, not pre-God. African spirituality was never inferior. It was silenced because it was powerful. Now the mic is back in our hands. What will you say into it? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Agree, disagree. Let's reason together. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Sense of No Nation. Finally, feel free to send this video to that one uncle you have who still fears masquerades at night but claims to be born again. See you in the next video. Goodbye.